So, joined once again by my returning co-host, coming off of a nice fresh injury, KPG. How you doing today, buddy?
Doing good. Okay, went to review Dishonor. It's a great pay per view. A lot of decisions were made that I don't agree with, but still good card.
All right. So, we are going to go ahead and do we are going to do a Death Before Dishonor review, but there is a little bit of news that we need to talk about regarding Death Before Dishonor, and quite possibly the future of Ring of Honor.
I'm gonna keep that man because Jade, I love you, girl.
So, Jonathan Thing Gresham requests his release from AEW and Ring of Honor. Now, there are reports out saying that Gresham had a little bit of falling out with president and owner Tony Khan. And because he was released from the company. Now, I have seen varying reports. Some saying it was a lack of communication. Others saying he did not agree with the idea of him losing the title. So the details exactly why the falling out happened are very murky still. Kendall, how do you feel about this?
Tony Khan putting the black man down as always. So, fuck boy Khan losing one of the great wrestlers of Ring of Honor. Damn shame. Foundation. Fuck boy Khan. Back at it again.
Here we go, Kendall, on the whole
11 minutes. Okay. Him losing the title. Like I said in our prediction show Friday. Leader men, it's not gonna affect them losing the title. Leader man really took a big L. So him losing the title, it's not that big of a deal. So if he's upset about that, then I don't know what to tell you because, like you said before the show, you have to lose the title at some point. Even Bruno Sammartino lost the title.
Yeah.
So,
and if that's the reason he requested his release, then John, boy, you got a lot to learn about the business. People lose titles. That happens. No one's champion forever. Like Bruno Sammartino, longest reigning WWE champion, twice, lost it. You're going to lose the title at some point, dude. It happens. And before anybody starts saying, "Oh, look, they put it on a WWE guy," no, Claudio was a Ring of Honor guy. This isn't them bringing in a freaking Dolph Ziggler or a Miz and putting a Ring of Honor world title on. This is someone who established Ring of Honor in the early days. Don't even try that. If they do let Gresham go, he will be a little bit. It will be a little bit of a loss, but I think with the roster that AEW has and the talent that have been signed to Ring of Honor already, I don't think it's going to be a devastating loss either. Like it's one man. It sucks to see him go, but the company will be fine without him. He does not hold the bearing that he may think he does. And honestly, I feel like when Ring of Honor crowned him world champ, because if we all remember, Ring of Honor made him world champ on their last show. They were not sure if they would ever be back. So they're just like, fuck it, let's do whatever. So they put the title on Gresham. They didn't put the title on because they're like, oh, this man could lead a company. That's not why they put it on. And they're just like, sure, we'll give him a world title win. Why not? It was the same thing like when WWE put the ECW title on Ezekiel Jackson just for it to be gone the next week. Like, it doesn't mean anything. Claudio is someone, and I said this on the prediction show on Friday. Claudio's kind of guy that if you put him in the world title, if you give him the world title, that man can lead that man is someone you can honestly have lead Ring of Honor when the show starts up on a weekly basis. He 100% is that guy. So, all right. You got anything else to add there, KPG? Or as I like to call you now, Jay's bitch?
Jay Cargo should have been on the cart. That's all I have to say.
The fuck?
She should be on every show where it's Ring of Honor, Impact, New Japan, whatever. Because Jay's that bitch.
And you're that bitch's bitch.
Damn right.
All right. One.
Colt Cabana via Anthony Henry. Uh, Colt Cabana is a long, not Colt Cabana is a veteran in Ring of Honor, and put on a good, solid 10-minute match with Anthony Henry. Good showing by both guys, but Colt Cabana won.
Now look at you taking initiative here.
I told you this morning I already had the thing written up.
Damn, and I already went through and put all the main card shit in there. All right. Yeah, so Colt Cabana beating Anthony Henry. I mean, let's be real. Colt Cabana, I mean, yeah, let's be real. Homie needed a win.
Yeah,
Colt Cabana been struggling. Hopefully, Ring of Honor is a good change of pace for him.
yeah. The Trust Busters beat the Sino Shadow Squad, aka
Shinobi Shadow Squad.
Shinobi.
Yeah, you missed a letter.
Well, I was up at 3 a.m. So, uh, with the Cheeseburger and Eli Iceland. As you all know, spoiler alert. The Trust Busters have Parker Boudreaux, so we're ready for that dark episode to come out. So let's see what happens with the Trust Busters. Are they going to be trio champions with Parker Boudreaux whenever that dark taping airs? Or are they just going to be kind of that jobber group that gets wins every now and then?
I feel like the Shinobi Shadow Squad should have won. I love Cheeseburger's work. I feel like homie deserves a win, deserves a title, deserves all that. Plus, who doesn't want to ever hear the words "and new Ring of Honor World Champion Cheeseburger"? That'd be great.
The Embassy, aka
Formerly known as Tully Blanchard Enterprises.
Next week they're going to be the fucking Tony Khan Entertainment.
The TKAS, the Tony Khan Appreciation Society. Wait a minute. I've heard this before.
But yeah, now known as the Embassy defeated Alex Zane, Blake Christian, and Tony. I thought this was going to be a squash match, to be honest.
Yeah, it actually ended up being a pretty good match.
Yeah, it ended up being a pretty good match. All 6 guys put in their spots. Khan flipped them off and had them chasing the ring. Then, forgot that dude's name. The Samoan guy ran him over like a fucking Mack truck. I say the Embassy, they got some big dudes.
There like, you.
All of them are like 250 and over.
And then there's Jonathan Gresham.
Who's like
Jonathan Gresham is to the Embassy as -1 is to the Dark Order.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess not anymore, but
yeah. But like I said, all 6 men put in their spots. I feel like the Embassy, they can be 6-man tag team champions as well. But we'll see where this faction goes. If you're an early Ring of Honor fan like I am, even though Chris Nana has had people win championships, so let's see where this goes.
I fucks with it.
Willow Nightingale defeated Allison Kay.
Easy.
We predicted this.
We called this one down the middle. I mean,
this is a solid match. But Willow Nightingale, like I said, she's gonna be in the running for the women's championship, so she got an important win here.
All right, and then moving to the main card. Actually, let's hold off on that one for a minute. I want to see if we can get our third guest on. Because I don't want to talk about that one until he's on, if he's hopping on. So we got Dalton Castle and the boys defeating the Righteous for the Ring of Honor six-man tag team championship. Uh, again, I believe we called this down the middle.
Yeah,
Um, you and I both said yes, Dalton Castle and the boys, 100%.
yeah. I'm like Vince is under contract with Impact,
Yeah,
so it's no way they're gonna let have somebody from another company hold their title. Um, so you just probably told him, "Hey, come in, drop the title real quick, go back to Impact, do your shit." But like Dalton and the boys, they'll have a solid reign. They'll get some wins under their belt. But ultimately, like I said, they're gonna be losing to the either the Embassy or Parker Bruno and
the
the Truth Brothers.
Trustbusters.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, we called this one. This one we did not call. We actually, I had it right originally, and then I changed my answer, and I kind of regret changing it. Wheeler Yuta defeated Daniel Garcia in a Pure Rules match for the Ring of Honor Pure Championship.
um, I wanted Dave Garcia to win so bad. Um, but this was a good match. Um, Hangover match. Like I said, wrong person won. In my opinion, I feel like Dan Garcia should have won. But 4.5 star match. Hangover match.
Yeah, it was a great match. I mean, look, I'd be lying if I said Wheeler Yuta didn't have what it takes. I just really thought this was the time to pull the trigger and put the title on Garcia.
Yeah.
Really, with this match, it could have gone either way viably. Like, this was not like this guy's 100% winning. There's no fucking way the other one's winning. Like, no, it could have been Yuta. It could have been Garcia at any point. It could have. This match added last minute, so we don't actually have an active prediction for it. Roosh defeats Dragon Lee by pinfall.
Brother versus brother.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That was a very last minute addition to the card.
Good showing by both brothers. Roosh with the much needed win heading to Wednesday fight for the fallen against John Moxley. He's 10-0. I didn't know he had 10 matches in AEW already, but
Dark,
according to Tony
dark,
Khan,
dark,
it's
dark, 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 dark,
no,
dark.
according to Tony Khan, this is from his past matches in Ring of Honor, and his matches in Mexico, along with his AEW matches. So it's not dark, 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 dark.
Dark, 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 dark.
But Dragon Lee, hopefully they'll have him in Ring of Honor, but I know he's doing a lot of things in Mexico, so he'll have to balance that and Ring of Honor if they do decide to bring him in.
All right, and then this one, once again, disrespecting my girl Serena Deeb. Girl needs some gold. She's a great wrestler.
Yeah, we both said that Serena Deeb needed. She needed this.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like Serena Deeb would have been a great option to have lead up the women's division in Ring of Honor. They did not do that. Mercedes Martinez is still champion. So I mean, that's really all I really got to say on that matter.
This is another one of the matches where good match, wrong person won. Wrong person won.
Speaking of good match and wrong person won, Samoa Joe defeats Jay Lethal by submission for the television title.
Jay Lethal's been carrying this feud for the past month?
Yeah, Jay's been carrying this feud, and they couldn't even do him a side of letting him get the title. Like, come on.
Like,
I'm normally not overly critical, but like, come on. This was Jay's match to win. All right.
Yeah, this was his match to fucking win, and fuck Boy Khan, fucked him over, and this would have been his match to win, like you said. When you think of the Ring of Honor TV Championship, you think of Jay Lethal.
Sure.
And him winning, he should have definitely won. And winning would have been a, like you said, impactful win. And he's been carrying the feud while Joe's been off TV with an injury.
Yeah, that's the thing. Joe's not been on TV. Jay has been single handedly carrying this feud. It was Jay's title to win. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. All right, so then we will double back to this one. We got Claudio Castagnoli defeating Jonathan Gresham with Prince Nana by pinfall for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Claudio finally winning the Ring of Honor World title. We kind of touched on it a little bit with the Gresham drama. Kendall, how you feel about Claudio being the world champion? I mean, I know we kind of predicted this, but
Um, what a month for Claudio. I mean, he went from beating Zack Sabre Jr., being part of the winning team and Blood and Guts, from now being Ring of Honor World Champion. And it's like, what a fucking month. Like that's gotta be like the hottest month anybody's had in the past couple years.
it has to be. It's been one of the most solid first months and for anyone who's debuted in AEW.
Yeah, because usually, I give AEW shit. Oh, in the month, AEW Dark. Like,
yeah, and like with Claudio, it's like in a month, world champion. What?
yeah, like what?
Like, so I'm extremely happy that Claudio has it. Claudio, formerly known as Cesaro, he's been someone I was pushing for in years to be a world champion in WWE. Never happened. Within a month, Tony Khan has him holding Ring of Honor World title. I'm so okay with that. I do think we will get some bangers out of Claudio for that Ring of Honor World title, especially once Ring of Honor does start back up full time. I'm actually extremely excited for that. I'd love nothing more than seeing to see Claudio versus Bryan for the world title. If I'm being honest, I feel like that would be a stellar match for a relaunch of Ring of Honor. So I'm 100% here for that idea. Don't know how they'll do it, but I'm sure with AEW being AEW, where there's a will, there's a way. And then the last match of the night, the main event, where it should be. Somehow one-upping their match at Supercard of Honor. FTR beats the Briscoes in a 2 out of 3 falls match. The Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship. I didn't think they could do it. I did not think they could actually manage to do better than they did at Supercard, and somehow they proved me wrong again. This was a stellar match. I have a new match of the year candidate now.
They're called 7-star FTR for a reason.
Yeah, and this was a 7-star fucking match. Like, I mean, let's be real here. I mean, at this point, FTR and the Briscoes is doing what WWE's trying to do with the Usos and the Street Profits, but they're doing it better. Like,
yeah, that's two matches over 5 stars. We seen Usos versus the Street Profits 47 million times, and only one 5-star match.
Yeah, at that point, you should be having a 5-star match with them. Like,
yeah, but twice we only seen Briscoe versus FTR twice. Each time stepped up the game.
This was a stellar match. I loved it. I called for the Briscoes to win this one. I was wrong. But truthfully, I did not care either way because I'm a huge fan of FTR and I'm a huge fan of the Briscoes. So either way, I was walking out a happy man. Glad to see that they put every last bit of blood, sweat, and tears they had into this match. Man, I can't even talk enough about what FTR has been doing for tag team wrestling these past few months. I really can't. When one of the major companies in the world consistently shits on tag team wrestling and FTR's out here making it relevant again, yeah, I'm a fan of FTR.
They went from shaving each other's backs to fucking Put it on banger after banger after banger.
Yeah, like that's my thing. WWE has fucking Hall of Famers facing each other at WrestleManias and shit. Future Hall of Famers versus current Hall of Famers and all that kind of bullshit. They can't get 5-star matches to save their life. FTR is out here making 5-star tag team matches. Think about that. Like, it's just absolutely insane to me. I'm glad the revival was released. Um, and I'm glad we have FTR now because this is what the revival should have been in WWE. But they did promise us they were going to come in and fight like an 8-year-old girl, and I'll be damned if they didn't. So, all in all, pretty solid pay per view. Kendall, out of 5 stars, what would you give the entire pay per view?
Jade was no 4.5.
Doing this Jade bullshit. Yeah, I gotta give it 4.5 too. And I'm not gonna lie, 4 of those stars is just because of FTR and Briscoes.
Well, the reason why I'm getting 4.5, honestly, is because you had 3 matches where wrong person won. Willer Yuta, good match, wrong person won. Women's championship match, good match, wrong person won. TV title match, good match, wrong person won. So that's my only thing about it is like you had these amazing build-up for these matches, but the wrong people won.
Yeah, that's my thing. If had Serena Deeb, had Jay Lethal, had Garcia won the titles, this would have been easy 5 stars. The only reason it gets knocked half a star is simply because the people that I feel should be the champions are not. And that's just a personal preference. Match quality, I gotta give it 5 stars. Overall production, I'll give it like 4.5 stars because there were some botches in that world title match, but I feel like that may have had something to do with the topic we already discussed. And if Gresham wasn't giving it his all and just trying to be sloppy because he was pissed off, and that's a very Austin Aries move. And then the only company that will try to sign him is Control Your Narrative.
Yeah, so, basically, like they said, sandbagging. He was sandbagging.
Yeah, and like that's my thing. Like with that coming out, it's like now all of a sudden you're starting to think, all right, these botches, were they accidental, or was he trying to make a fool out of Claudio? I got news. Claudio, he's no small dude. Like you might not want to piss him off. That European uppercut might be a little stiff next time.
Exactly.
You don't want to stay down for a pin? Can't kick out if you're unconscious, can you? But no, I mean, all in all, it was a great show. I have zero complaints about Death Before Dishonor. I'm looking forward to the next Ring of Honor pay per view. I can't wait to see what Ring of Honor's future is. I know they are bringing back the Honor Club membership. I don't know if they have a TV deal set yet. I haven't heard an announcement. I'm hoping they get a TV deal with a reputable network where pretty much everybody can see it.
Yeah, that fucking Access TV.
I'm assuming. I feel like it's safe to assume because the Briscoes got signed to Ring of Honor, it probably won't be with Warner Media. There's plenty of networks that they can go on, so I'm hoping they get a good TV deal. Yeah. And then we get the Ring of Honor that we oh so longingly have wished for. So, but that does it for our little short this Death Before Dishonor review show, ladies and gentlemen. We will not be back Saturday because SummerSlam is this coming Saturday. We will do Wrestling Fans Unhinged with Kendall on Faction Cast on YouTube. We will probably be doing SummerSlam predictions. Am I right?
Yeah, that's why I want to do Death Before Dishonor today. So I'll be doing this more often. When the review happens, I'm not going to be doing it on Wrestling Fans Unhinged. I'll be doing the predictions. I'll be doing the review. Sorry. The day after because I don't want to waste my time doing especially something like this where I have to do a review and predictions. No, I'm just going to do a review for a whole separate episode. So,
yeah. So We will be back on Faction Cast on YouTube Friday with some predictions for SummerSlam. And
And
then
next Friday, it'll be the special birthday episode. So look out for that. Not this coming week, but next week.
yeah, so hit Kendall's Cash App. If you guys feel so inclined, it's at the bottom of the screen.
Yes,
Send him a penny. I don't care. But
every
no.
dime counts.
And then after next weekend, BTP will be back at its normally scheduled time, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central on Saturday nights. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, always remember to enjoy some wrestling. Try to take it easy. And as always,